usually, but you don't think we're late. Yes, like for granted.
Testing. Now we got it.
Test,
there we
test,
are.
Test. Yep.
We're good now.
Loud and clear.
Oh, where's my? No, I think we're well. I'd rather be loud than not.
Yeah.
On it all. The advertising cards.
When do you want to go live?
When they go out for the coin toss. Thank you. Get this where we can see both of them. Was everything okay last week on the advertising, mentioning that did they say anything, want anything different, or everything good? Okay.
You want this open or shut?
I really prefer to be open because I like to be able to see better, but that's up to you.
I like it open. Till it gets cold.
Right. This side I'm going to leave alone because I've got the cords in there. Yeah.
Private area.
Huh?
You work?
Yeah, I worked. He didn't.
I didn't.
Yeah, he's been on vacation all week.
What's that?
I don't get many of them.
Might not be able to hear us with all that going on. Welcome to Swart Today. Jim Honey along with Brandon Honey. Prescott Curly Wolves are getting ready to start their home opener here in Prescott as we are at Cummins Stadium, Eddie Jackson Field. We have the captains out waiting the coin toss. And of course we have a lot of music in the background going on as the Curly Wolves are getting ready to take the field. Prescott comes in at 1-0. Gurdon comes in 1-0. Both teams had impressive wins last week. Prescott winning over Newport 56-6, and Gurdon winning over Lafayette County 60-18. Expect to see possibly a lot of offense tonight, Brandon.
Yeah, last year it was a back-and-forth ball game all night long, and it came down to that final drive for the Prescott Curly Wolves to win that one. But coming in tonight, Gurdon lost a lot of starters from last year. They're still a senior-led team, but not a lot of returning production from last year's team. They're a little bit slower than what they were last year. They got a new quarterback in running the offense. Prescott handled business last week. Had a couple players that we thought got dinged up, but they were able to sit out that second half. Hopefully they're back ready to go tonight.
And this will be a game where you throw the records out the window many times because this is a rivalry. This rivalry's been going on for, I know for sure, 50-something years. But I'm sure much longer than that, as it's just right up the road. And these two teams have the same alma mater song that's played. I can remember when I was growing up, Coach Gober, he was from that area, and he knew very well what it meant to Gurdon when they came to play Prescott. And so Prescott, it was always a fight, especially when the two teams were in the same district. There were two teams that were going to battle to the end. I know that we always had a lot of friends that were in Gurdon when I was growing up, and so we always had a lot of mouthing and a lot of friendly rivalry. But there was a lot of times that we didn't like each other very much.
Yeah, and it's been that way for a long time. We seen a fight a couple years ago. Kind of things get chippy on the sideline. But hopefully none of that happens tonight. Both teams are well respected in their conferences overall, and expect a good ball game.
Go Devils are set to kick it away. That'll be number 14, Allen. I don't know how to say the last name, so I'm just going to call him Allen this evening. He'll be kicking it away. Prescott will be receiving. They're lining up as if they're going to kick more of an onside or maybe a high pooch kick over to the right side.
They definitely don't want to kick it deep.
No, they don't. High kick. Bell is going to call a fair catch, and we'll have it at right at the 35-yard line. Excuse me, that's Bell.
We have a flag on the play.
It's like they were offside, so Gurdon will have to re-kick. I know that one of Gurdon's better defensive players, number 45, Caden Rhodes, he received a concussion last week and will not be able to play this evening. And he really came on last year as a defensive player, and they are really expecting a lot of great things from him. So you hate to hear anybody having an injury, but hopefully it's a mild concussion and one that he should be able to get back on the field next week for Gurdon.
But I will attempt it again.
Gurdon set to kick it away again. Again, a high kick. Bell's going to call a fair catch at the 40-yard line.
It's a good job by Bell. Keeping focus on bringing that ball in. Sometimes you're not expected to catch those high pooch kicks from that position on the kickoff return team, but it's going to give Prescott great starting field position to kick off this first drive.
1st and 10 Curly Wolves, ball at the 40-yard line. Poole brings the Curly Wolves out. Hobson will be in the backfield with him. And the officials going to get Harris. I think he's got to pull his jersey down. That's something they do to try to make sure they protect the kids. They've got to get they got to have the jerseys down and all those type of things. So you got to make sure that you're ready to play when the whistle starts. The twin sets to each side. Poole will hand the ball off to Hobson, looking for room right up the middle. Good run out to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, the Curly Wolf offensive line did a great job opening up that hole straight up the middle for Hobson to run through. We talked a little bit last week that we thought he may have dinged up his shoulder a little bit when he lost that fumble, but a good hard run there by Hobson to start this game off.
And also it's very good to see him wrap it up tight, because when you start getting into the middle and you have all that contact, you're going to have to make sure you've got everything wrapped up. Poole waiting the snap. Quick pass out to Hobson. Got plenty of blockers out there. He cuts it back into the middle of the field. He's going to have a lot of daylight on the right side. And that's going to be a 52-yard touchdown pass to Hobson.
Yeah, great start for this ball game for the Prescott Curly Wolf offense. Get the ball out in space to Hobson on a screen pass. Wide receivers did a great job blocking downfield, opened up some holes for him, and he was just able to kick on the Jets and take it to the house.
Had a little bit of clock trouble to start the game off there, but 17 seconds and the Curly Wolves are in the end zone. Prescott will line up to go for two. Poole rolling out. Doesn't really have anybody there, and he's threw the ball back to Dickens. Nice job there by Poole to be patient and find a receiver open.
Yeah, he did a good job going through his reads there. He almost was a little bit too patient. Dickens was waving his arms in the end zone, in the back of the end zone coming across there, but he did a great job of finding him and putting some touch on the ball and letting Dickens bring it in.
11:43 to go in the first quarter, and the Curly Wolves are out to an 8-0 lead. We do want to thank our title sponsors, Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, and Blake Montgomery, running for prosecuting attorney. Bank of Delight, the biggest little bank in Arkansas. And Casa Carlos, the best Mexican food in Prescott, open late after all home games. That's tonight, so Casa Carlos will be open late this evening. After the game, go out there and get yourself a couple of tacos. And Blake Montgomery, vote Blake Montgomery for prosecuting attorney. Caleb Harris will be kicking it away for the Curly Wolves. Caleb didn't play much last week. He was one of the ones that kind of had a little tweak of an injury there in the scrimmage game early this year, and then also kind of had a little bit of a tweak last week. Good deep kick over the receiver's head and into the end zone, and so Gurdon will start at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Caleb's showing off a skill that came in handy last year a lot with him in the kicking game. He pinned a lot of teams back deep, but kicking the ball in high school and getting it in the end zone is always good to see.
Last week, O.J. Dickerson, number 7 for the Go Devils, he had a little over 200 yards rushing last week against Lafayette County. Ball handed off right in the hole there, and I believe that was number 5, Taylor, on the carry. I want to make sure I did get the right number. That's number 6, Williams.
It looked like Maddox Jakes was the first one there for the Curly Wolf defense. getting on the ball carrier there. You know, typically this is an offense that Prescott struggles with. That wishbone offense where teams are trying to run it with a fullback, two tailbacks, running it straight up the middle. Prescott did a good job there on that opening play.
Andrew Jones is your quarterback. Jones hands the ball off to number 3, that was Bell. Nice game.
Dorian Thompson, number 2, coming from his linebacker spot, did a great job reading that, avoiding the blockers and bringing him down.
3rd down and 4 now for the Go Devils. Need to reach the 30-yard line. Gurdon is not one of those flashy big play teams. They're going to line up 2 tight ends, like you say, in the wishbone format and just try to run right at you. Ball given to tailback there, and he did get the first down. I've got to wait to see exactly who it was on the carry. It's number 6, Williams.
And that's exactly what Gurdon wants to do. They want to run 3 plays just about every time the chains move. They want to get 3-4 yards, cloud of dust. That's their bread and butter. Mainly going to just attack this defensive front of Prescott.
And every once in a while they'll slip out a tight end or something and hit you off guard. Ball given to number 3, Bale. He breaks it outside. He'll get to the edge and to the sideline, and he'll have about 8 or 9 yards on the carry.
It's going to be close to a first down. That was Dorian Thompson for the Curly Wolves that was able to get him out of bounds there. Good pursuit by the Curly Wolves. They had a lot of hats flying that way, but they got to get to him a little bit quicker.
9 yards on the carry there by Bell. Bring up a 2nd down and 1. Offensive line will have those really tight, about 6-inch splits. Jones gives the ball to Williams. He'll have the first down and a gain of about 5.
Have a late flag in there too.
They're going to need to blow the whistle quicker, or you're going to have those situations happen. That's a little bit on the officiating right there.
It was late whistle. Prescott's coming in. Did a real good job of gang tackling. They did a real good job of that last week. But Gurdon's kind of come out, punched them in the mouth, trying to just run it straight down the middle. They're having success right now. Curly Wolves linebackers are going to have to do a little bit better job reading that and filling those gaps when they see them open.
And then you're going to get an extra 15-yard penalty for personal foul, which you don't need to give them any extra yards. Mark the ball down at the 39-yard line of the Curly Wolves. And one of the things that is difficult for Prescott because of their size, they don't have a lot of size there on that defensive line. This does make it difficult. They're going to have to get low. Jones, good job there by Koger. He beat the block, and he met Haney in the backfield.
Yeah, great job by Ty Koger there. Jason Patrick coming from his linebacker spot to help him out on the backside. But that's what the defensive line is going to have to do. They're going to have to fire off and beat those offensive linemen. You know, you talk about size on Prescott's defensive front. Gurdon's offensive line is a lot smaller than what they were last year.
Yes.
So that could benefit the Curly Wolves up front a little bit. Not too big of a size disadvantage, but they're going to have to use their speed and their quickness to play in that backfield tonight.
2nd down, 13 for the Go Devils. Jones gives the ball to Haney. Oh, and one missed tackle in the backfield. That could have been another loss. I think the ball may have come loose. Waiting for a signal from the officials. Prescott saying it's their ball.
Ball is loose.
And the Curly Wolves have it.
That's a great job by the Curly Wolves defense. You know, whenever you have a lot of guys flying to the football and you got multiple guys in there trying to bring a guy down, you got extra arms to reach in there and grab that football. And they did a good job last week of trying to pull the ball out and forcing some fumbles. But that's a good job to to stop Gurdon when they had a little bit of momentum after that penalty to force a turnover there.
That was one of the things that Coach Jackson always taught us was make them take 10, 12 plays to get down the field. Sooner or later they're going to make a mistake, and that's what you got to count on. Poole drops back to pass, a little screen. Zachary,
Poole pass is complete. Number 3, Zachary.
number 12, that was Bryce Bratton. Laid a lick on Zachary that time.
Yeah, Bratton was one of their returning starters from the defense last year. He really came on towards the end of the year. Had some big games in the playoffs for the Go Devils. Big play there. We're going to have to make some adjustments there in the blocking scheme. We tried to run a little screen pass again, but that time to Zachary, we just couldn't get him blocked up.
Second down, 15 for the Curly Wolves. 3 receivers to the right, Harris to the left. Poole drops back to pass, looking for Harris. Going over the middle, he's got him deep. If Harris can get to it, he's got it. Touchdown, 73-yard touchdown pass to Caleb Harris.
Yeah, great job by Caleb there, taking the top off the defense. He was able to split those 2 defenders. Kind of had to catch that one twice. Carson laid it out there, led him pretty good, and made Caleb run underneath it and get it. So we saw Carson really coming on last week towards the end of the game, really putting the ball out there for his receivers to go get it. That was a great job by Carson there for that big, long touchdown pass.
And one of the things that was really good right there is you make the receiver go get the ball. That way you're throwing away from the defenders. Prescott going for 2. Pitch to the tailback. And with a leg drive, get him in. They're not blowing that whistle, but he's in.
Yeah,
Thankful for that this time.
Yeah, great second effort there. Wasn't sure who that was.
That was Grigsby.
And we saw him get some carries at the end of the game last week, but
That's the new kid.
Oh, I was thinking that was, I'm sorry. But yeah, the new guy from transfer from Nashville.
Right.
Grigsby for the Curly Wolves did a great job. Good leg drive. Good push from his teammates to help him get in the end zone there.
8:03 to go here in the first quarter. And the Prescott Curly Wolves have stretched out their lead to 16-0. We want to thank Dalrymple Crane Accounting, bringing you professional accounting services year-round. And Hope Tractor, your local Kubota dealer. UAHT, your bridge to a brighter future. And Herndon Fuqua, our families serving yours. Thank our title sponsors for this year also, Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, and Blake Montgomery for Attorney General. Prescott Curly Wolves will kick it away. Harris's kick is low, line driver into the end zone, and that'll make Gurdon start at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 from the 20.
It's exactly where you want every offensive possession to start for the opponent, is right at the 20 or in, if you can get that done.
And one thing that benefits Prescott scoring quickly, they have a 2-touchdown lead here, a 16-point lead with the 2 extra points. But it puts Gurdon in a bind. If they get down too far, they're going to have to get away from a little bit of what they're used to doing offensively, so that can help your Curly Wolf defense out. If the offense can continue to put points on the board.
And it really, they don't have a lot of the numbers as Prescott does. Straight snap to the tailback that time. Good job by the Curly Wolf defense. I'm really disappointed in the officiating because they're not blowing that whistle near quick enough. The guy was on the ground already, and they still hadn't blown the whistle.
They've had some late whistles so far.
And that's going to cause injuries is what happens in those situations. Gain of about 2 there by Williams. Give him 3 yards, second down and 7. Direct snap again to Williams. And he's going to get right about to the 25, gain of a couple more. Coach Kyle Jackson dialing up a little bit different offensive game plan this second series.
We pick up a couple of plays.
3rd down and 5.
It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Looks like Jones, the quarterback, is going to come back in for the Go Devils on this play.
It's where you might see the use of a tight end or a receiver.
Quarterback
Jones.
split out wide.
Trying to get Prescott maybe to jump here. There was a flag, but I didn't see who moved. Timeout by Gurdon.
Timeout, Gurdon.
Got 6:42 to go here in the first quarter. Prescott leading 16-0, and Go Devils on their second offensive possession. And like you said, now they're behind the chains a little bit with a 3rd and 5. They're having to get away from what they're comfortable with.
Yeah, this isn't really a position that they want to be in because they don't have the weapons outside that Prescott does. But like we were saying earlier, this is a time where they can sneak that tight end out, catch Prescott sleeping a little bit, and throw one up to him. But I don't think that's what they were going to work on there. It concerned me that they put Andrew Jones out wide. Maybe something, a trick play that Kyle Jackson was looking to run there to catch the defense off guard. But looks like he's going to be split out again. I hope Prescott sees that.
3rd down and 5 now for the Go Devils. Take this time to thank Eli Ratcliffe for Shelter Insurance. Let Eli find you the right coverage at the right price. And Prescott Automotive, providing Prescott, Arkansas with quality car care at affordable prices. Both teams are all set. So it'll be Thompson that will be out covering Jones. Haney back to take the snap at the deep quarterback position, and good job by the Curtis Wolf defense, just all over him as soon as he got towards the line of scrimmage.
Haney takes the snap. He'll be met behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so far tonight they're doing a really good job defensively, flying to the football and trying to get their arms in there, rip that ball out. But a good job there by the Curly Wolf defense.
Loss of 2 yards on the carry. Bring up a 4th down and 7. Could tell Haney was not happy after that play for the Go Devils. I don't know what
Got
all
his helmet
kinda
ripped
happened.
off.
Very physical and done in those piles. Bratton will kick it away. And Curtis Wolves will take over just on the Go Devils side of the 50-yard line. We'll mark it at midfield for the Curly Wolves. We thank Hines Trucking, 85 years of excellence through safety and performance. And State Farm Insurance, Lee Doucette, here to help life go right. Call Lee Doucette today. Hobson in the backfield, twin receivers to each side. Poole drops back to pass. He's going to go deep. He's looking for Zachary. Ball is there, right on the money. 50-yard touchdown pass. There is a flag in the backfield.
We got a flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be holding, so that's going to bring it back. And once again, Brandon, he's putting the ball right out there where the receiver's got to go get it.
Yeah, I've been real impressed with Carson so far. You know, beginning of last week, timing was a little bit off. Of course, it was first game. It was his first varsity start. But things really got clicking there towards halftime, towards the end of the game for him. And so far tonight, he's really dropped some dimes.
Mm-hmm. And it's one thing that Prescott's really looking to use. Prescott's number one quality is speed. And so far, from what the preseason comments were about Gurdon is that was one thing they lacked was speed. So Prescott's really trying to attack that so far in the first half. Zachary will take the direct snap. Looking to run over the left side. cuts it back in, having trouble getting that edge, and he'll be dropped for a loss.
Yeah, good pursuit by the Go Devil defense there to catch him in the backfield, because you know whenever Zachary gets rolling, it's hard to catch him when he's going vertically up the field. But they did a good job of it, extending the play to the sideline and gang tackling there.
It's going to bring up a second and about 25. Poole back under center. Excuse me. In the shotgun, hands off to Hobson. Looking for a little bit of daylight. We'll gain about 6 yards.
Yeah, good job making up some yards there. But Mac Shakes and Carlos Zacharias is really working from their guard spots, really driving that guy 20 yards down the field. They're doing a great job trying to lead the way for these tailbacks tonight.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 19. Poole waits the snap. Drops back to pass. Steps up. Oh, he was hit hard. Ball comes loose. I think Prescott got back on it, but he got a good lick that time.
Yeah, he took a lick there, but he did a good job of keeping his eyes down the field. He tried to step up into the pocket and try to find a wide receiver. Just kind of wasn't expecting to hit, and that's why the ball came out. But not a good drive by Prescott there. They had the penalty that took away the touchdown, and now you're looking at 4th and long, giving this ball back to the Go Devils offense and really letting them stay in the game for a little bit longer.
Harris waits the snap. Punt is away. Nice high punt. It's going to land about the 25 and roll all the way down inside the 10. Great job by Caleb Harris to get it inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, great job by Caleb. That's his first punt this year, isn't it?
I think it's second because he had, well.
They faked it.
I think you're right, yeah. I don't think we did punt
but
last week.
Like we've said multiple times, Caleb did a great job last year punting the ball. It was a real weapon, putting guys inside the 10, inside the 5 all year long. And it's good to see that he's still got the capability to do that this year.
Backed up deep, Gurdon will start on their own 8-yard line. We do want to thank Brazil Cornish, the funeral home. We care. No Way Pulpwood. You hug 'em, we cut 'em. Authentic American Lager. And PSC Spray Services, pesticide, herbicide, and aquatic applications for residential and commercial. Jones back under center. Turns, gives the ball to Williams right up the middle. Oh, it was fake. He had me faked out that time. And good pitch there to Bell. Patrick does get him down with on the edge.
Yeah, it was a good job by Jason Patrick not to be fooled by that, because a lot of defenders went to the faked handoff and went after the running back, but Jason did a great job of realizing that the quarterback still had the ball and was able to fly out there and bring him down.
2nd down and 7. Williams might have had a bigger gain if he'd had the ball. Jones gives the ball to Bell once again. Ball came loose, but he was down. Gain again of about 2 yards. We'll bring up a 3rd and 5. 2:40 to go now here in the first quarter. Prescott leading 16-0, and other than the turnovers that we've had kind of going back and forth, the game has been played pretty clean. Jones rolls out to his right looking to throw. As a receiver, that's Bratton, open for a 1st down.
That was a good job by the Go Devils there to roll their quarterback out, roll Jones out, and find Bratton there on just a little like a choice route, just ran past the sticks on an out route there. Was able to move the chains for the Go Devils.
12-yard pass play, and they use those tight ends just that come right off the line and then just did a little simple out route. 1st and 10 for the Go Devils. Spreading it out a little bit here now on this series of downs. Jones gives the ball to Bell right up the middle. Oh, and I believe we may have a face mask there. That was number 73, Muhammad, and he grabbed what he could.
And that's going to tack on some more yards to a good run by the Go Devils there.
A 9-yard run and then a 15-yard penalty. That will give the Go Devils good field position now. They're moved out to the 50-yard line. Go Devils were in Curly Wolf territory earlier and fumbled. Hopefully the Curly Wolves can stop this drive. I'm not sure what the issue is here, but number 2 is having to go to the sideline. Number 25, Kyle Radford, will come in his spot. Now we're ready. 1st and 10 Go Devils at midfield. Jones in the shotgun. Pitch out to Haney. Patrick went for the legs, just didn't get him wrapped up. Good job by Haney.
Yeah, you had him for almost no gain there, but couldn't quite bring him down. He was able to gain 5 yards. Prescott's defense changed up a little bit. They brought in an extra defensive lineman. They've got a guy playing right over the center at a nose guard, and they've got 3 linebackers there and a single deep safety and 2 corners. So they've brought in more of a bear front, like we talked about before we got on the air, to counteract this rushing attack.
Good job there by Dickens to get in the backfield, but just couldn't get him wrapped up. Good carry by Bell to get a 1st down.
Yeah, that's what Gurdon wants to do, because this will definitely wear out that D-line, running right at them. And you just kind of lean on them all night long if you're the Go Devils, and that's going to open up holes eventually.
About a 9-yard gain that time for the Go Devils. Brings up a 1st and 10. Ball now marked at around the 38-yard line of the Curly Wolves. Jones, a pitch again to Bell. Curly Wolves going to have to get someone out quicker on that pitch. It's almost like just a regular old option. Bell again 7 on the carry.
Yeah, Gurdon's had some success on that play on this drive. I'm sure that Coach Jackson over there's got that one circled to go back to that one later in the ball game. But like you said, Prescott's going to have to do a better job of reading that and getting the guy out there before he can get the corner.
2nd down and 3. Jones gives the ball to Haney. We're going to get this left side. Good job there that time by Dickens.
Yeah, Travion did a great job there. Coming from his linebacker spot, he read it, kept his shoulder pads square to the line of scrimmage, and was able to throw him down for almost no gain.
That was about a loss of 5 yards. That's going to end our 1st quarter with the Curly Wolves leading 16-0. We do thank our title sponsors, Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, and Blake Montgomery for prosecuting attorney. We also want to thank Farmers Bank and Trust, easy banking for busy living, myfarmers.bank. The Curly Wolves had a great 1st quarter there, scoring 2 of their 3 times they had the ball. The 3rd time they had it, had penalties, the holding play, which called back a 73-yard touchdown pass, very costly. We know how penalties hurt you. We know how turnovers hurt you. And it did on that particular drive for the Curly Wolves, just as it did for Gurdon earlier on their drive, having the fumble. It shut down a good drive they were having.
Yeah, that's pretty typical for the first couple of games of the year. That's something that you gotta get used to. You got your officials out there; they're looking for that kind of stuff. But that'll come. I'm sure there'll be some wind sprints run for both teams come Monday for the penalties so far tonight. But it's just game speed is so much different than practice speed, and a lot of times during a game, you're reaching, just trying to get a hold of what you can. And we've had a couple holding calls that called back the touchdown. We had the bad face mask call, but they'll get those wrinkled out. Hopefully they can make a stop here.
We have a 3rd down and about 7 for the Gold Devils. The ball is on the 35-yard line. This is where you expect more of a pass situation, so this is kind of works more into a Curly Wolf defense favor. They can make a stop here. Jones rolls out, looking for a receiver. He throws. There's no flag, but Bratton fell down. I don't know if he had help falling down or not. I didn't see what happened.
I think he got his feet tangled up with Rayshawn Bell over here for the Curly Wolves.
Ball falls incomplete, so we have a 4th down and 7. Expect the Go Devils to go for it here, because they're going to have to take advantage of as many opportunities as they have on the Curly Wolf side of the field. Jones drops back to pass. Oh, and he had Bratton open, and he just dropped it. Prescott's defensive coverage was not where they needed to be on that play.
Now, just a simple curl route there by Bratton. He had enough yards for the first down. He ran it just a yard past the sticks and sat down and showed his numbers to Jones there, but just couldn't bring that one in.
And there's a flag on the play. I'm not sure what the flag is for. Waiting to see exactly what the call is. Most likely will be a post-possession foul or penalty. Maybe a sideline warning on the coaches that time. Not sure if that will cost any yards or if it'd just be the warning this time. Looks like that's what it's going to be, is the warning. Poole is waiting the snap. Got 4 receivers to the right, Harris to the left. Empty backfield. Hobson comes in motion. Poole is getting rushed heavily. Not much room to run anywhere or do anything. It was kind of set up as a screen, but nobody there to screen it to.
Yeah, Go Devil defensive line did a really good job of getting in his face and not giving him the opportunity to get rid of that ball. They were pretty much on him as soon as he snapped it. There wasn't much resistance from the Curly Wolf offensive line there.
One good thing is there's those that didn't make an unnecessary mistakes. It's a loss of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 13. Zachary in motion. He'll get the handoff. Little jet sweep to the left side. Cuts it up behind his lineman. We'll get around midfield for a first down.
A good run there by Zachary to move the chains. He was able to get outside on that jet sweep. Really outran number 8, Zamari Haney for Gurdon. He didn't really give him a chance to bring him down. Good job for him to turn on the jets and get on the outside.
Waiting to see where they're going to mark it on the 48-yard line. About a 15-yard carry there by Zachary. Poole pass out to Harris. Cuts it back in the middle of the field. He's got the sideline. He will be into the end zone. Touchdown, Curly Wolves.
Well, just a little tunnel screen to the tight end there. Almost similar to the to the play that we ran to Hobson earlier on that first possession, but great job by Matic Shakes and Carlos Zacharias getting out in front, and it looked like that was also Travion Dickens that was out there leading the way for Caleb to make his way into the end zone.
Rabadon will be on to attempt the extra point. First extra point attempt for the evening. Snap holds down, kick is up, and it squeezed through. So 11:15 to go here in this first half, and the Curly Wolves extended their lead to 23-0. Thank our title sponsors, Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, and Blake Montgomery, prosecuting attorney. Bank of Delight, the biggest little bank in Arkansas. Casa Carlos, the best Mexican food in Prescott, open late after all home games. And Blake Montgomery, vote for Blake Montgomery for prosecuting attorney. Well, so far, Gurdon has definitely had their struggles offensively of being able to get it in the end zone. They've had some good drives. That last drive they had started on their 8-yard line, got down inside of Prescott's 30-yard line, but then turned it over on downs. And then Prescott has done well on their offensive possessions. Only one bad possession so far as the holding penalty, which called back a touchdown.
Gurdon's had some negative plays that have put them behind the chains, and that's not their offense isn't built to overcome that. So they got to knock out those negative plays. Prescott did a really good job on that last drive to get past the negative plays that they had. They had the penalty that didn't really cost them any yardage, but they had the flag there, and then they had the negative play by Carson, but they did a good job of overcoming that and getting in the end zone.
Gurdon's first kickoff return of the evening. The previous two were kicked into the end zone. And Gurdon will start their drive right about the 23-yard line this time. I'm seeing Jerry Glass out there this time. I haven't seen him much on the field at that corner.
He's been playing on the far side.
Has he? Okay, I just hadn't seen him that much tonight. Gurdon going more now to a pro set. Trying to spread the ball out just a little bit. Bring up a second down, an 82-yard carry. That time by, looks like Bell.
Yeah, the Curly Wolves put them in a bind here. They got them down 4 possessions early in the game, so they're having to change up their offensive scheme and trying to get guys open in more space, get the guys that they have speed in more space, and letting Andrew Jones and those 2 tailbacks in the backfield try to do some read option stuff.
Jones is going to keep it this time. Good job that time by Patrick. He went to the running back that time instead of just going to that quarterback. Forced Jones to run the ball.
Yeah, whenever an offense is running that option, little speed option there out of the gun, you got to have somebody going to your running back, and you got to have somebody going to the quarterback, or they're going to be able to pitch that ball or keep it himself like he did there. He might have had a little bit better gain if his own teammate wouldn't have gotten in his way.
Mm-hmm. 3rd down and 6. Jones is going to drop back to pass. Trying to find someone to throw to. He's got Bratton. He catches this one just right ahead of Thompson. The ball came loose there at the end. Thompson was right with him, and it is a fumble. Good job that time by Thompson to punch that ball loose as he was tackling him.
Yeah, Bratton had him beat on that crossing route, but Thompson did a great job catching up, came with that arm behind him and was able to punch that ball out. That's a great play by a defensive back. After you get beat, to come up and force a fumble like that to get your team the ball back, that's huge.
Prescott will take over on the Go Devil 42-yard line. 9:35 to go here in the first half. Twin receivers to each side. Hobson in motion. Poole drops back to pass. Going deep for Dickens. He's wide open there. Good throw and catch.
Yeah, another great throw by Carson Poole. Marion Dickens just running wide open down the field on a skinny post there for the Curly Wolves. Definitely showing off their speed on the outside and really taking the top off that Go Devil defense.
4 touchdown passes for Poole tonight. Rabadon to attempt the extra point. Kick is up. I believe he got that one in through the middle. 9:28 to go here in the first half, and the Curly Wolves lead 30-0.
That PAT there looked a little bit better. Rabadon was able to get some more height on it, and that's good to see. That was a concern we had last week whenever we had to keep going for 2, and we had a missed extra point there in the second quarter, I believe, before Rabadon came in. But that could be a crucial point for this Curly Wolf team going down the stretch here.
And Rabadon's just a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken, so he's going to take a little bit of time to get that leg strength, and it's practice. And all you got to do is get that ball up a little bit quicker, like you're saying, and then it becomes a little easier. It doesn't have to go to the track. Just as long as it gets through the middle, it's good. We want to thank our title sponsors once again, Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, and Blake Montgomery, running for prosecuting attorney. We want to thank Dalrymple Crane Accounting, bringing you professional accounting services year-round. Hope Tractor, your local Kubota dealer. And UAHT, your bridge to a brighter future. Caleb Harris set to kick this one away. Good kick. Be taken this time, I believe, by Bell around the 5-yard line. Looking to get back to the middle of the field, and he'll get to about the 27-yard line.
Bell on the return.
They're going to have to get control of it pretty quickly. This is where problems can happen.
I think that might have been a product of the late whistles we were talking about earlier.
Exactly right. It's what happens. You have injuries, and plus you'll have players will continue to extend that play if that's what you established in the very beginning. It'll either be offsetting, or more than likely it will probably be on Prescott, because Prescott was the one that did tackle the running back there or the return man for the Go Devils after that whistle had blown. And it is against the Curly Wolves.
I think they could have called an offsetting one because
I agree.
There was retaliation there from the Gurdon side, but
be a 15-yard penalty on the end of the return. Go Devils will set up their possession at the 33-yard line. First and 10, Go Devils. Jones under center. Gives the ball to Williams. Good gain over the left side. And he goes right back again. It's a late whistle. When that momentum gets stopped, you need to blow the whistle right then, or you're going to have more problems. Seen it happen too many times. 5-yard gain there by Williams. Jones gives the ball to Haney. Good run of about 3 yards.
Haney on the carry.
Going to have a gain of 4 yards.
Third down, about 1.
3rd and 1. It's the second time Haney's helmet's come off. Needs to tighten them straps a little bit tighter. 3rd and a yard. Jones gives the ball to Williams. He'll have the first down. Good carry.
Gurdon's offensive line is getting a good push on this drive so far. They've had 3 carries for about 5 yards each. And they're having some success moving the ball down the field here.
1st and 10 now for the Go Devils. Ball out on the 47-yard line. Jones gives the ball to Williams. Bounces off a defender and will get about 10 yards on the carry.
Got him about 9. It'll be second down at 1.
Cardinals defensive front's going to have to shore up here. They're allowing too much space for those running backs to get through and gashing this defense right now.
8-yard carry brings up a 2nd and 2. Jones gives the ball to Williams. Left side. First down, Go Devils.
And up from Williams.
Down to about the 40-yard line of the Curly Wolves.
He made out about the 41.
Looks like Rayshawn Bell in there on the tackle for the Curly Wolves.
$7:20 to go first half. Koger and Yates come in for the defensive line. 1st and 10, Go Devils. Oh, mix up in the backfield, ball's on the ground. I believe Gurdon might have got back on it.
Yeah, it looked like there was some confusion there. Both running backs were trying to get the ball. Missed opportunity by the Curly Wolf defense there to jump on that one, but it was a good job, good negative play. Going to break up a 2nd and long for the Go Devils. This is where Prescott really needs to stay strong on defense and maybe force a negative play here and back them up even more just to make it where it's 3rd and long for the Go Devils.
I like seeing them attacking off this edge too. To go ahead and send one of these linebackers and just blitz them in there, try to catch them either from the backside or just try to disrupt something in the backfield. 2nd down, 12. Jones going to drop back to pass. As a receiver, had him there, and then a late flag. That was Jerry Glass, had a late hit that time. The ball was overthrown and then hit him.
Pass is incomplete.
There's going to be a flag there, but that's a bang play. I don't think Jerry was doing anything malicious there. I think he was just playing the ball, and we see it throughout all levels of football.
Oh, yeah.
High school, college, and NFL. Those safeties and those defensive backs, they're at a disadvantage when it comes to those crossing routes. And the quarterback lays one up high, and the wide receiver goes up and gets it. If he don't bring it in, and the defensive back is just playing through the play and lays that lick, they'll get called for it.
I expect it to be a personal foul as far as illegal roughness, or that'd be a 15-yard penalty. And that's the 3rd or 4th one Prescott's had tonight. He will give the Go Devils a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And I think it's the right call. I don't like. I'm like you. I don't think Jerry intended to do it. It's just it was a bang thing. It just happens.
He's trying to make a play, and he can't stop himself when he's midair.
But for the safety of the players, I do understand the call. Bell gets. Oh, excuse me. That was Bell this time. Did get on that right side. Gain of about 4. Bring up a 2nd down and 6.
Gain of about 4 would be 2nd and 6.
Gurdon's been able to move the football, down the field. They've hurt themselves with mistakes and put themselves behind the chains a couple of times, and then of course they've had plays completed and succeeded, and then they fumble. 2nd down and 6. Jones gives the ball to Williams. Pitched out to Bell. I thought Williams had it inside once again.
Now they're doing a really good job of disguising that triple option where he's faking it to the fullback, and he's got his pitch man running on the outside with him, more of a speed option, and they've run it pretty well so far tonight.
They've had me fooled a couple times. 3rd and 3. Jones gives to Haney, right side. He'll get the 1st down, and will be stopped right at the line, right at the 1st down marker. He did stop him before he reached the 1st downs as a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up a 4th down and 1.
4th and 1.
And that's going to be a timeout by the Curly Wolves.
Timeout.
Coach Patrick wanted to get his players on the side, I believe, to, I was expecting a quarterback sneak is really what I was looking for. I don't know if this might not be a time you'd want to put in Eli Cox right there as a nose guard, just to give a bigger body out there, because their center has got our guys heavily outmatched.
Absolutely, and Eli came in earlier on a couple of defensive plays earlier in the game, and he made a difference up there. He wasn't as easy to push around. He's definitely the biggest defensive lineman we have, and he did a good job while he was in there. This may be an opportunity for him to get put back in there. Definitely don't want to give them a free 1st down by jumping off sides.
Right.
You want to make sure you're telling your guys right now to watch the ball, don't jump off sides. You can't have any type of penalty here, especially if you can to get in the backfield and make a play. It'd be a huge turnover to get this ball back with 4:25 left to go in the half with a big lead.
Got 4:25 to go in the half. 4th down and 1 for the Go Devils. We want to thank Hernan Fuqua, our family serving yours. And Shelter Insurance. Let Eli Ratcliffe find you the right coverage at the right price. And Prescott Automotive, providing Prescott, Arkansas with quality car care at affordable prices. Coach Jackson's getting the the Go Devils ready for their 4th down offensive play here. Coach Patrick has got the Curly Wolves ready for their defensive stand. It's hard for me not to put Coach Jackson and Prescott together. I'm sorry, it's just hard. Jones under center. Little option. He has plenty of room outside for Bell. He will get out of bounds, but he will have the 1st down. Good play there for Gurdon.
Yeah, good job by Washington to get out there, or Bell, I'm sorry, get outside and move the chains for Gurdon there. I think if he would have cut it up a little bit sooner, he might have got an end zone. He had a lot of room over there to work with, but Prescott did a good job of extending that play towards the sideline and not giving an opportunity to cut it upfield.
12-yard gain there for Bell. Makes it a 1st and goal, ball at the 5-yard line. Jones gives the ball to Williams. He is stopped before he got to the end zone. Good job there by the Curly Wolf defense. That's Thompson on the stop. Quick to the line of scrimmage for the Go Devils. Gain of 1 yard. Ball given to Haney, who powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Go Devils. 4 4-yard touchdown run
Go down touchdown.
by Zamari Haney.
That's the best offensive drive that Gurdon's had so far tonight. We helped them out a little bit with some penalties.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about those going both ways have hurt both teams, but Gurdon was able to put a few plays together with the help of penalties to punch it in for a touchdown.
Allen's kick is good, and the Go Devils are on the scoreboard with 3:54 to go here in the first half. Curly Wolves lead 30-7.
7 Gurdon.
We want to thank Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, and Blake Montgomery running for prosecuting attorney as our title sponsors. Also want to thank Heinz Trucking, 85 years of excellence through safety and performance. State Farm Insurance, Lee Doucette, here to help life go right. Call Lee Doucette today. And Brazil Cornish, the funeral home, we care. Allen will be set to kick it away for the Go Devils. That's the first touchdown the defense has allowed this year. Last week's touchdown that Newport scored was on a fumble, 10-yard scoop and score for the Greyhounds. Good drive there by the Go Devils. It was helped by basically two 15-yard penalties, 15 on the kick return and then another 15-yard penalty during the drive. So penalties will always come back to haunt you. Allen kicks it away. It'll be taken by Zachary, and he'll just step out of bounds at about the 31-yard line.
First and 10 for the Curly Wolves.
And one of the things Prescott hasn't done much tonight, Brandon, is they really haven't lined up and just handed the ball off to Hobson. You know, it's been throwing the ball all around on the field, and it's because of the speed Prescott's trying to get on the edges to make big plays, and that's what Prescott has done all night.
Yeah, they really haven't had any runs that I can remember besides the first play of the game,
Mm-hmm.
where Hobson was able to take it up the middle for a pretty sizable gain. I'd like to see him run the ball a little bit more, work on that rushing game with those smaller offensive linemen in there.
And here comes Hobson. Right out of the gates, he's got room around the edge. He cuts it back up the middle of the field. He's going to go 70 yards on one play.
Handoff to number 4, Jalen Hopkins.
He can do it anytime he wants. I mean, he just has that much skill, and it's good to see him get his opportunities in the running game.
Yeah, he's definitely a game changer on offense. He made a great run there, getting it outside, cutting back to the middle of the field and outrunning the defense. But Brandon Bradley had a great block, leading the way. Caleb Harris was out in front of him as well, giving that opportunity to cut back into the middle of the field. We had some extracurricular activity going on over here between two guys. I think they got them split up.
And to me, and I've said it just about every week that we watch him play, his vision, he instead of just stepping out of bounds there, he cuts it right back in and makes the big play. Robinon's extra point is up and good. And the Curly Wolves with 3:40 to go now here in the first half have now extended their lead 37-7. Once again, thanking our title sponsors on that scoreboard: Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, Blake Montgomery, running for prosecuting attorney. We want to thank No Way Pulpwood. You hug them, we cut them. Authentic American Lager. And PSC Spray Services, pesticide, herbicide, and aquatic applications for residential and commercial. Well, I'm glad to see a running play, Brandon. That's all I wanted to see was a running play, and it counted.
Oh, yeah. It's good to see. You know, last week when we were running the ball, Newport did a much better job of defending the run against us, and we haven't had to do that tonight. We've been able to just air it out, let our receivers outrun the defensive backs and just lay it out there for them. But it's good to see that this early in the year you can get your young offensive line and your don't want to really say undersized running backs, but we don't have the same 1-2 punch with Alex George like we did last year, and to have these guys be able to get out there and really work on their craft on this running game could help you down the line.
Harris kicks it away. It's going to be picked up at about the 12-yard line. Good return. I believe it was Bell on that one. May have been Washington, but I got to make sure that was Bell. Gets it out to the 30-yard line for the Go Devils. So far on Prescott scoring drives, they've had 2 plays, 2 plays, 3 plays, 1 play. Ball handed off to Bell. He stopped in the backfield this time. Good job. I've got to wait to see who that one was in the backfield that wrapped him up.
That was Eli Box, number 21 for the Curly Wolves. Did a great job of getting in there, wrapped him up. Did a great job. Didn't let him go. Was able to sling him down for a loss.
Second down and 12. And Jones missed the handoff that time and he'd be sacked in the backfield. So that's going to be a loss of about 4 on that one. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. That's definitely not what Gurdon's looking for.
Not what Gurdon's looking for, but exactly what Prescott needed was that their defense had that long, they allowed that long offensive drive, and then your offense comes out there and scores in 1 play. It's a great job for them to come out on a short break and to put them in the 3rd and long here.
Jones rolls out to his right, looking to throw. He's got a lot of room to run. He throws a ball and it's knocked away by number 13. It's Thompson. Right there with Bratton that time. Good coverage.
Yeah, great coverage by Thompson. It's almost he was able to get a hand in there late, but he was almost able to pick that one off. And if he was able to bring that one in, he might have had 6 points there.
Fourth down and 15. Haney will be set to punt it away. Good snap. High punt. It's going to be a little short. Over on that left side, goes out of bounds, lands on the track. So Curly will have good field position once again. Ball will be marked at the 43-yard line of Gurdon. And I had missed 1 possession a while ago, Brandon, so we've scored on 2 plays, 2 plays, 3 plays, 1 play, 1 play.
Yeah, they've had some success offensively so far tonight. This is I know we like to score fast, but this is just me. I'd like to see them not score on the first play here. You got got 2 minutes left to go in the half. You've got a big lead. Work on a 2-minute drill. You work on it on Thursdays and pregame. Something that could help you down the line to get Carson going with the hurry-up offense, and it's not going to start off with a penalty.
No, they had too many men on the field, so illegal substitution. That'll back them up. Be a 5-yard penalty on the Curly Wolves. Make up a 1st down and 15. Hobson in the backfield with Poole. Twin receivers each side. Poole drops back to pass. He's looking for Zachary. Oh, just couldn't quite come up with it.
He had Zachary there on the wheel route. Just a little bit too far. Zachary wasn't able to haul that one in on the dive there, but it was a good job by Carson. He kind of had a low snap to get that ball under wraps and put that ball in there and give Zachary a chance to go get it.
2nd down, 15. Passes out to Grigsby. He has the catch. He's getting down the sideline. Will be tackled out of bounds around the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 19. Good throw and catch.
A really good job to see Grigsby come out on the little out in the flat, and Carson being able to get him the ball. So far tonight, what we've seen from him, he's shown some good speed, good running capability, and it's really good to see this Prescott offense getting some new additions and new weapons.
And one thing, he's got to learn the offense. He's only been here a week, and he's got to spend some time to learn the offense and know exactly what he's supposed to do and where he's supposed to be. 1st and 10, Curly Wolves. Ball handed off to Zachary over the right side. He hits the edge, and he should be in the end zone. Touchdown, Curly Wolves.
And number 3, you got Zachary. He's in for a Curly Wolf touchdown.
How many plays was that?
That was 3.
But it's as much as I'd like to see them have a 10, 12 play drive with the talent that they have, it's kind of hard to put those together. They've done a great job of getting their playmakers the ball and punching it in the end zone.
Rabadon for the extra point. Good hold. Rabadon's kick is blocked this time. No good on the extra point. The Curly Wolves do have a 43-7 lead here with 1:44 to go in the first half. Yeah, it took 16 seconds off the clock on that drive. 17, excuse me. We thank our title sponsors again after the touchdown. Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, and Blake Montgomery running for prosecuting attorney. We also want to thank Farmers Bank and Trust, easy banking for busy living, myfarmers.bank. Caleb Harris will be set to kick it away. Bale will be back deep to receive for the Go Devils. Last year, Curly Wolves and the Go Devils had a shootout. It was 43-36, and both teams were aggressive. Both teams were Prescott having their big plays. Gurdon was having their long drives. Jamison Threadgill had a great game for the Go Devils, and it came down there in that fourth quarter to the last just 2 or 3 possessions in the game where there was a score and then a stop by the Curly Wolves. Harris kicks it away. Bell's going to take it at about the 5, and he falls. And he had some room to run, too. I always hate to see that. But he had a chance to really make some room up there, and he got to about the 9 before he landed on the ground there.
First and 10 from the 9.
1:37 to go here in the half. Curly Wolves need to have a stop here to keep them from scoring to allow the competition rule to start in the second half. Jones hands off right up the middle. Good tackle there by number 71, and we still don't have a 71. I don't know if that's Jamarian Burton or not, and just changed up the number. We're going to have to find that out for sure. Gain of about 3. Second and about 7. Jones keeps it. He'll be stopped for a gain of about 2 or maybe 3 yards. Looked like that was Dickens on the stop over there.
Yeah, Dickens done a really good job from his linebacker spot tonight. The linebackers have done pretty well against this running game of Gurdon's. Flying to the ball, they missed some tackles. They've had those mishaps there, but they've done a good job for the most part, really extending the play to the sideline or wrapping these guys up for a short game.
Number 75, Quentin Nolan over on the right end is in now on defense for the Curly Wolves. Jones, 3rd down and 6 in the shotgun. Oh, got a chance to get in the backfield and just couldn't get a hold of him. Play thrown back across the middle. Dickens will get him down, but he should have a first down. It was a good job there for Jones to find Bratton and make the completion.
Yeah, threw it all the way across the field. So it was a missed opportunity by Prescott to bring him down for a sack, but Jones did a great job of avoiding the rush, kept his eyes down the field, and was able to find a receiver for a first down.
About a 7-yard gain. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Go Devils at the 19. And that's going to end the first half. So Curly Wolves will go into the halftime with a lead of 43-7. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
My name is Blake Montgomery, and I'm running for prosecuting attorney for Hempstead and Nevada counties in this upcoming May election. I grew up in Hope, and I love Southwest Arkansas. That's why I came back to start my own law firm. Through my practice, I've had the privilege of helping so many of the great people and businesses in Hempstead and Nevada counties, and I've seen firsthand the importance of justice, honesty, and fair dealing. I want to bring these values and common sense practices to the prosecuting attorney's office. You can join our campaign by finding us on Facebook or on our website, and I look forward to your support in this upcoming May election.
Hi everybody, my name is Carlos Zacharias and I own Casa Carlos Mexican Restaurant in Prescott. We're located in 2076 Highway 19 across from Love's, and I want to invite everybody to come to try my fajitas, my chimichangas, tacos, and we also have strawberries and cream, ice cream, and many more things. So please come to see us. We also stay open after Curly Wolves home game, so we stay open till 11 p.m. So come to see us, please. Thank you. Come to see us at Casa Carlos. We'll see you tomorrow.
Your heritage began in 1911 when the Bank of Delight was incorporated with the Arkansas Secretary of State. The Bank of Delight has become one of the oldest and most respected banks in Arkansas. Our strong reputation is based upon our financial stability and community leadership, and our customers knowing that they can depend on us in the good times and the bad. We would like to thank our customers past, present, and future for giving the biggest little bank in Arkansas an opportunity to assist you with your financial needs.
Go Curly Wolves!
My name is Blake Montgomery, and I'm running for prosecutor.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment tonight, your Prescott High School Wolf Pride Marching Band. The band will be performing their 2021 marching show, Flying with Frank, featuring the musical legendary Frank Sinatra. Tonight you will hear the opening number, Come Fly With Me. The band is under the field direction of Senior Drum Major Nicholas Gill. Drum Major, is your band ready? Give it up for Curly Wolves Marching Band. Jacoby Nolan, you need to move your vehicle. Brian or Shannon Smith, you need to move your vehicle.
My name is Blake Montgomery, and I'm running for prosecuting attorney for Hempstead and Nevada counties in this upcoming May election. I grew up in Hope, and I love Southwest Arkansas. That's why I came back to start my own law firm. Through my practice, I've had the privilege of helping so many of the great people and businesses in Hempstead and Nevada counties, and I've seen firsthand the importance of justice, honesty, and fair dealing. I want to bring these values and common sense practices to the prosecuting attorney's office. You can join our campaign by finding us on Facebook or on our website, and I look forward to your support in this upcoming May election.
Hi everybody, my name is Carlos Zacharias and I own Casa Carlos Mexican Restaurant in Prescott. We're located in 2076 Highway 19 across from Love. And I want to invite everybody to come to try my fajitas, my chimichangas, tacos, and we also have strawberries and cream, ice cream, and many more things. So please come to see us. We also stay open after Curly Wolves home game. So we stay open till 11 p.m. So come to see us, please. Thank you. Come to see us at Casa Carlos. We'll see you tomorrow.
Your heritage began in 1911 when the Bank of Delight was incorporated with the Arkansas Secretary of State. The Bank of Delight has become one of the oldest and most respected banks in Arkansas. Our strong reputation is based upon our financial stability and community leadership, and our customers knowing that they can depend on us in the good times and the bad. We would like to thank our customers past, present, and future for giving the biggest little bank in Arkansas an opportunity to assist you with your financial needs.
Go Curly Wolves!
It's time for second half action as the Prescott Curly Wolves get set to kick it away to the Gurdon Go Devils. First half action, the Curly Wolves jumped out to a 43-7 lead, scoring quickly and often as the Curly Wolf offense was clicking on all cylinders except for one series, and actually was on track that one. On the first play, scored on a touchdown, but there was a holding call that brought it back, and then that particular possession ended in a punt. But we're set now to start this second half. Brandon, what do you expect for us to see as far as the Curly Wolves game plan in the second half?
I expect them to probably get some younger guys in there. A lot like what we saw last week, get some younger guys in there, build some depth from the guys that run the scout team all week, give them an opportunity to play here on Friday night.
Williams on the return. Caught it on the 16-yard line. Number 9 that time, PJ Gully, ran right by him. He had an opportunity to make a stop here as soon as he received the kickoff.
And, last week, Newport, that opening kickoff was a little kickoff coverage was not where we would have hoped it would have been. They allowed a pretty decent return. They got better throughout the night. They've done well tonight. They've had the circumstance where the returner fell down. Caleb's kicked some in the end zone. But the kickoff return team is going to have to definitely tighten up and tighten that coverage.
Prescott stacks the line of scrimmage, and Williams is able to blast through and get about 10 yards. Good carry there for Williams.
Yeah, good start for the Go Devil offense here. They had some good drives there in the first half. They weren't able to punch anything in until close to the end of the half. Coming out on, they're not playing for much in the second half. You're down 36 points. But it's definitely something that you want to see from a Gurdon's perspective, that they come out, continue to fight, continue to play hard, try to put some points on the board. Prescott's come out with pretty much their same starting defense out there right now. Looks to me like they're wanting to make a stop, put their starting offense back out there, maybe make a statement. Going to have a delay a game here too.
It's going to be a delay of game, and that's not what Gurdon needs, is to be behind the sticks. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty to back the Go Devils up to a 1st and 15. The clock will continue to run here in this second half. Prescott going with like a 4-4 defense. Ball given to Haney. Good leg drive there by Haney. Gain of about 5 or 6. Ball's loose.
It'll be Prescott ball.
Second fumble by Haney tonight. Good hard run, but the ball was stripped out.
Yeah, and that's something that happens a lot whenever you're fighting for those extra yards. You got Prescott defense doing a great job, last week and this week, flying around and really doing a really good job of gang tackling. And they're getting their arms in there and being able to rip out that ball.
Pierce Yates is going to come in at quarterback with Grigsby in the backfield. 1st and 10 Curly Wolves. Yates will hand the ball to Grigsby over the right side, cuts it inside, and good hard run there by Grigsby.
Yeah, lowered his shoulder and got a few extra yards there. Almost looked a little bit like what we would see from Alex George, lowering that shoulder, falling forward for an extra 2 or 3 yards there. That's good to see whenever you have the two speedsters of Hobson and Zachary. He could be somebody that comes in and spells them and can get you some hard yards.
Has a lot of the build that Thompson had, a few years ago. Ball given to Grigsby again, right up the middle. No contact there. Somebody reached for him, didn't get him, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. But he's got him inside. Touchdown. Looks like he was in. Yeah. This side official, he didn't get down there, but he could get inside the pylon.
Yeah, good run by Grigsby there. We've seen him have a couple of good plays tonight. And it's good to see you get him acclimated in this offense. He could be a weapon for us down the stretch.
2 plays on that drive. at the 7:40 mark here in the third quarter. Rabadon to attempt the extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. So Prescott takes a 50-7 lead here now over the Go Devils. We want to thank our title sponsors, Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, and Blake Montgomery running for prosecuting attorney. Bank of Delight, the biggest little bank in Arkansas. Casa Carlos, the best Mexican food in Prescott. Open late after all home games. Tonight, you can go out after the ball game and have yourself a good Mexican dinner. Blake Montgomery, vote Blake Montgomery for prosecuting attorney. We want to thank those title sponsors each and every week for their contribution to what we do each and every week, as we are trying to bring you the games everywhere we go each and every week. If you're not able to attend the games live, we do hope that you'll always join us on swart.today. Prescott set to kick off. And it's be taken this time by Williams. Good return by Williams. Get up over the 40-yard line, about the 44. First and 10 for the Go Devils. Number 18 for the Curly Wolves, Jacob Jackson, goes in on defense. Bradley in at linebacker, also Yates. Ball given to Bell. Not a lot of room there. Good job by Yates to hold a leg until he gets some help.
Yeah, great job. He kind of fell down on the ground, but made Bell change directions. And Yates was able to get a hand on a leg and hold him up for the rest of his defensive friends to get there.
Be back a second down and 8. Jones under center. Turns and gives the ball to Williams. Again, Yates right there in the backfield to come up with a stop.
Yeah, Pierce has made 2 good plays in a row, along with the defensive front for the Curly Wolves. They're all still playing hard. I think they got some fresh legs in there. They're able to get in there and make some good stops here so far.
Third down and 8. Yates, a sophomore, has really had some good playing time. He made some good plays in the scrimmage game that I watched against Ashdown. Jones keeps boots legs out. Look, oh, he's got a receiver. Got number 2, that was Washington, open. Nice little play there by the Go Devils.
Yeah, it was a good job by Andrew Jones there, rolling out to his right. Found his wide receiver, Washington, open there, past the sticks. Was able to connect on a pass for a big game, biggest game for Gurdon tonight.
24 yards on that play. Ball marked at the 29-yard line of the Curly Wolves. First and 10 now for the Go Devils. 2 receivers to the left. Jones gives the ball to Williams. Good job by the Curly Wolf defense.
It looked like Rashid Muhammad and Jacob Jackson and Pierce Yates in there on the carry again, on the tackle again.
Bring up a 2nd down and 9. Jones gives the ball to number 20. That is Briggins.
Gonna be a short gain there. This new Curly Wolf defense has done a good job of flying around and making tackles so far. Let's see if they can make a big 3rd down stop here.
Bring up a 3rd down and 8. Golden Devils need to get down inside the 20. I'm sure this is 2-down territory regardless of the results of this play. Jones will roll out to his right. Oh, and it was almost intercepted there by Bradley.
Yeah, Brandon was in a really good position there. Really missed an opportunity to bring that one in for an interception. And we know he's got some speed, so he might have been able to return that one for this Curly Wolf defense. But good play to knock that ball down.
4th down and 8. Prescott came up with several turnovers last week, as they have also tonight. Last week it was some interceptions. This week it's been fumbles. Defense scored on 1 fumble return last week. Jones drops back to pass, gets a little bit of pressure, hangs it up, and it'll be knocked away. Incomplete.
Like Dorian Thompson there on the coverage. No, maybe that was 6.
That was Tidwell.
Couldn't quite see the number there, but whoever it was in really good position. Had the inside leverage there. Just missed an opportunity for another interception there, but good play by the defense.
Prescott will take over. It's like at about the 33-yard line. Another turnover on downs for the Go Devils. Prescott will just let the clock run out for this 3rd quarter. Third quarter will end with the Curly Wolves leading 50-7. We'll take this time again to thank our title sponsors for the year, Bank of Delight, Casa Carlos, and Blake Montgomery running for prosecuting attorney. We want to thank also Dalrymple Crane Accounting, bringing you professional accounting services year-round. Hope Tractor, your local Kubota dealer. UAHT, your bridge to a brighter future. Herndon Fuqua, our family serving yours. Well, the 3rd quarter is exactly what you wanted. You were able to get your defense out there to make a stop. You're able to get your offense out there to score, and now you can put your sophomores in the game. Let them get some playing time. Do everything you can to prevent injuries. It's just working out exactly the way you want it to in the 2nd half.
Yeah, this is where you can build some depth to help you out for the rest of the year. You find some guys that can go out there and play well. A lot of Gurdon's players are their starters that are still out there. They're trying to make adjustments and prepare for opponents later on this year. So when you can get those younger guys and throw them out there and see how they match up to another team's 1s or 2s, you get an opportunity to build depth at different positions, especially on your offensive and defensive line. It's a kind of, I wouldn't say it's a shallow position for us, but we definitely lack size there. So if you can find some guys that can spell some guys and give them a break here and there, that'd be great.
Pierce Yates at quarterback, and it'll be Dickens in the backfield with him. First and 10, Curly Wolves, as we start the 4th quarter. Yates gives the ball to Dickens. Trying to get it outside, turns it upfield. And he hits the sideline, cuts it back inside. Good hard run down to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, good run by Trevion there, getting in space. He was able to cut that one back in and get some extra yards there. But good to see some more running backs getting in there and showing what they can do with the ball in their hands.
About a 50-yard gain there by Dickens. And again, this is your your second string offensive line, and this is very good confidence for them. They need this. You got Eli Loudermilk, you've got Rocco Patrick. Yates just letting the clock run down. Wait and see if I get some other numbers out there that's in this group. Yates will give the ball to Dickens. Excuse me, no, that's number 21. That's Box, isn't it? Yeah, Eli Box on the carry.
Yeah, Eli almost got in there for a touchdown. Just stepped outside, out of bounds around the 1.5 yard line there. It's a good run by Eli.
It's a gain of about 14 yards. Bring up a 1st and goal. Tana Jarvis, number 59. Got Eli Loudermilk. I think that's Caden Dice, number 62, at the left guard. DQ Hopper comes in at tailback. Oh, we got a...
That might be delayed game.
Well, that was a fast clock if it did. Man, I guess it was. I didn't think it went that fast. Brings up now a 1st and goal from about the 8 yard line. DQ is a team favorite and a fan favorite. Smallest guy you'll see out there. Yates gives the ball to Hopper. Looking for a little bit of room, just not a whole lot, but Yates trying to push him in. And again, officials are just letting it go. I don't know.
Good leg drive by DQ there.
Yeah, it really was.
Had some good push, moving a pile.
He had a lot of help, but that's a lot of hard effort there by DQ and the whole team trying to get him in the end zone to help him out. Jace Moore will come in at quarterback now. DQ stays in at tailback. Gain of about 5 yards there. They'd all like to see him get in the end zone. There's going to be an official timeout. Not sure what he had. Had something on that was not allowed. It was probably extra weight. He needs something.
I think he had some calf bands on.
Maybe so. Clock will run down to about 10 seconds, and Moore will take the snap. Ball given to DQ. Trying to get in the end zone, won't quite get there. Jace was going to try to help push him as well.
They didn't give him as much running room on that one.
Make it a 3rd down and about 4. Loss of a yard that time. Have a time to thank a few more of our sponsors. Shelter Insurance. Let Eli Ratcliffe find you the right coverage at the right price. Prescott Automotive, providing Prescott, Arkansas with quality car care at affordable prices. And Hines Trucking, 85 years of excellence through safety and performance. Moore, high snap, trying to get the ball to DQ, couldn't do it, and he'll be sacked for a loss down about the 10-yard line. not a lot you can do on that one. Just when you get a high snap, you just got to do all you can to try to get back to the line of scrimmage or make a positive play out of it if you can.
Well, it was a good job by Jace to make sure that he was able to bring that ball in. He didn't panic, didn't try to force anything and put the ball in jeopardy. So good job by him.
Thanks State Farm Insurance. Lee Doucette, here to help life go right. Call Lee Doucette today. And Brazil Cornish, the funeral home. We care. Approaching 6 minutes to go in the game. Prescott to get the play off. Another high snap. Moore's going to take it around the right edge, looking to see if he can get to the end zone. Won't happen, and there'll be a turnover on downs on the Curly Wolves. Gurdon will take over right about the 12-yard line, it looks like. It's good for these young sophomores to get in, though, in game situations. We know how much it's helped the guys from last year that are now juniors and seniors. That extra time they got in those late games in third and fourth quarter made a difference this year to have good playing time and getting out there in this environment.
Absolutely.
Jones gives the ball to Williams. He'll be stopped for no gain. That's number 71 on the stop. Loss of 2. I'll do what I can to make sure I get a name for next week, or actually for you guys, because I'll be out in a couple of weeks. Second down and 12 for the Go Devils. Ball given right up the middle, but I couldn't catch the number that time, Brennan. Maybe number 44. I've seen him out at the fullback position. That's Gibson.
Yeah, 44.
Gain of about 3 yards, brings up a 3rd and 9. Talon Smith on the stop for the Curly Wolves. Jones in a shotgun formation with 2 receivers to the right. Gonna roll, and he pitched the ball, and I just never saw him pitch it. I think that was maybe Bell or Williams on that side.
I believe that was Jamal Williams on the carry for the Go Devils. Pierce Yates did a good job of getting over there and making a tackle there.
A nice gain of about 17 yards. 1st and 10 Go Devils now out at the 29-yard line. 3 minutes to play. We think No Way Pulpwood. You hug 'em, we cut 'em. Authentic American lager. Jones gives over the right side. That was Williams once again. Gain of about 4 yards. Want to thank PSE Spray Services, pesticide, herbicide, and aquatic applications for residential and commercial. Jones pitches to Williams. Good tackle there by Yates.
Yeah, Pierce is definitely taking advantage of the time he's getting in there to play. He's making plays on offense and defense. Good to see him flying around.
Definitely one of the sophomores to watch for the future. He's got a lot of athletic ability, and as the season progresses, you're probably going to see him on the field a little bit more often in different roles. 1st and 10 Go Devils. Going to have the Curly Wolves jump that time. And that's a sophomore mistake. That looks like number 50 for the Curly Wolves, Carson Moore. Make it a 1st and 5. Jones going to pitch it right at the last second. I tell you, that one could have been easily batted down if they just would have been ready with their hands.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the option game that Gurdon's been able to run.
Mm-hmm.
They've been able to run it with some success, and with the skill set of players that they have, that's not something that you see a lot of teams running. You see them run the wing tee or the wishbone like they normally do, but you don't typically see that speed option, and Gurdon's done a pretty good job of running it tonight.
About a 23-yard gain that time for Bell. 1st and 10. Jones over the left side with Bell. Yates again makes the stop at about the 20-yard line. Gain of 11.
Bell on the carry. He brought down by number 10, Yates.
24 seconds to go. This will more than likely be the last play of the game unless they call a timeout. Curly Wolves making a few late substitutions here. Jones will hand the ball off to Bell right side, and Curly Wolves are there. Oh, the ball's on the ground, and I think Gurdon got back on it, but that's going to end the game as the Prescott Curly Wolves will come away with a victory tonight over the Gurdon Gold Devils. Prescott winning 50-7. 2 weeks in a row, the Curly Wolves have been able to put up 50 points on the offensive side and only allowing 1 touchdown each of their first 2 ball games. Brandon, that's exactly what you want from a start to the season. Is the Curly Wolves have been sharp offensively, and their defense has been very stable.
Yeah, definitely. Defense has played well. They've only given up 1 touchdown. They didn't even get up the touchdown that was scored last week. But the offense came out tonight firing on all cylinders, put up a lot of points quickly, had a lot of short drives. It was good to see. You definitely tell they've been working on their passing game this week. So we'll see what they do going into the bye week, and after that going over to Hope.
Prescott Curly Wolves coming away with a 50-7 win tonight. Prescott will be off next week, so no game next week. But in 2 weeks, Prescott Curly Wolves will travel to Hope to face the Hope Bobcats. If you're not able to get out to Hope, please make sure you join us on Swart.today. Until then, Jim and Brandon will see you in 2 weeks.